Well, week 26 for the DMX Friday update here. We got Julien Benek, number 26, buddy. Well, you're actually here in Ontario, so I thought, why not just come in and do a video interview with you? So, hey, thanks for chatting with us today. We're here at Dylan Rempel's place, right?
Yeah, man, no problem. We're here at Rempel's. Yeah, we're having a good time, riding lots and, getting her done.
All right, well, a few questions I got to ask you. Let's back it way up here, man. You went and did Supercross last year. Maybe could you just kind of sum up how that went for you? I know you had some injury troubles. I mean, you ended up on a 450. Talk about how'd that go?
Yeah, early into the season, or the preseason, I crashed and cut my liver, and concussion and bruised ribs and lungs and stuff. And, I was out for about a month on bed rest. I couldn't do anything. I'd try and pedal, and it would just make it worse. So I had to sit in bed all month, and then I had 3 weeks to get ready for the first round, and, got in somewhat good enough shape to race. And then got a few rounds under my belt, figured it out, and went home for the 3-week break. Came back a lot faster and in better shape, and made my first main in Oakland. And I was pumped on that, dude. That was sick. But yeah, after that I was just learning and doing some 450 rounds and trying to get more time on Supercross. And then Seattle, I qualified like 19th. Like, that was my best qualifying I've ever had. And then heat race, it was me and Schwartz, we were battling for 10th, and then we came together on that double, and I busted my thumb, but unfortunate. Whatever, next year is always around.
All right, yeah. So it was a bit tough, obviously, with some injuries and things like that. Now, and okay, so now obviously we're 3 rounds in. We're between west and east. Mm-hmm. Did you come into this outdoor season on the 450 for one thing? It's kind of a big deal. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Did you come into it 100%, or how were you feeling coming in?
I never really got as much time on the bike as I would like. I had like 3 hours, maybe 4 hours on the bike in total before the first round. And that was in between like a 10-week portion, so not much time on the bike. I've been on the spin bike and running lots and trying to keep in shape, but you just can't copy riding shape. Like, there's nothing comparable to it. So I did my best trying to keep in shape off the bike, but still wasn't in good enough shape for a 30+2 at like Kamloops and Edmonton and Calgary. But we've been working on it lately, and I'm feeling pretty good.
All right, well, let's go through. We're 3 rounds in. The West is done. Edmonton, Kamloops, Calgary. How'd they all go for you? You're sitting 10th in points. We'll talk about that in a sec. But how have the rounds gone for you?
Edmonton, it was all right. I got good starts all weekend, and I think my best finish was a 6th. So that was pretty good. I think I got 8th overall that weekend. I can't remember all my finishes, but Edmonton was good. That track was, a little scary, but it was fun, and it was a good learning experience. Kamloops, I had the flu all week before, so I was just sick as a dog, puking and up all night shivering, so I wasn't 100% coming into that. But it was a rough weekend, gnarly track, really hot out, but we got it done, and that's what matters. Salvaged what I could. Calgary, first moto I kind of got a bad start. I got a bad start. I was like 20th after the second corner because I stalled it, and then caught my way up to 10th, and then last lap got some lap traffic, and Parker got around me for 10th, and I finished 11th. Second moto I pulled a killer start, wheelied off the gate, and then I was trying to keep up with those top guys, but it's hard. They're really fast, and I'm not in the goodest or best shape that I've been in. So, just trying to keep up. And then Keelan was on me for the last 10 minutes of the moto, and I was getting tired, and I tucked the front into coming into this muddy section, and just went over the bars pretty hard. And I think I finished 15th. So, not what I was hoping for, but finished the round. So
all right, now just obviously it's a big difference moving up to the way you ride a 250 and a 450, but you look like and sound like you're riding well within yourself out there. Is that safe to say? Are you conscious of that, or what are you doing when you're riding out there?
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel like I'm more of a 450 rider. Back in 2021 and 22, I was training on the 450 a lot in the off season, just going to ride sand a lot on the 450, and I just feel comfortable on it, and that's just my bike. 250's fun, but 450 is where I'm at. That's what I like.
Nice. Now you seem, I mean, obviously you had that crash, kind of put you out of the top 10 in the results there, but you're close to that battle, and I feel like you should be up there with those guys like Andy Troots, and we got a few maybe Jeremy Mackay, a few of the guys that are ahead of you there and stuff like that. But is that where you think you should be, and is that what your goal is? I mean, getting fitter and faster?
Yeah, no, I definitely think I can hang with those guys. I just need to build up the endurance and the strength. You know, during this 3-week break, I've been on a mission. Like, I've been going hard and 30s every day, and you know, cycling and making sure I'm eating right. So, you know, I'm feeling pretty good. 30s are coming along pretty good, and you know, I'm ready.
Nice. Now, as a fellow thumb injury guy, how is that thumb? Does it bug you at all when you're out there, or are you over it?
The first week of riding, yeah, it was bugging me quite a bit, but now I'm pretty used to it, so I don't even notice it anymore.
All right. Now, okay, 450, we're heading into Gopher Dunes. You looking forward to hitting the sand track on the big bike, or is that going to be tougher? What do you think?
You know, I've been riding here at Rempel's, and it gets pretty rough and whooped out, so I'll have good practice, but nothing can compare to Gopher, you know, especially on big bike class. So I'm gonna do my best and see what happens, but I'm excited.
All right, so we got obviously all the Eastern rounds going. By the end of the season, what are you going to call a success? Where do you think you should be? Where do you want to be?
Yeah, you know, I think top 5 in points would be acceptable for me. You know, that's my goal, and I want to get some good finishes, maybe a top 4 or top 3, maybe. I don't know, that's just throwing it out there, but you know, don't want to set the bar too low because there's always a chance. So, you know, I'm feeling good, and I think by the end of the season I'll be a different rider and a lot more experience and a lot more strength, you know.
All right, well then we do, you know, kind of another one of your strengths, the indoor series. And what about like World Supercross in Vancouver? Hometown pretty much,
yeah.
Just from just east of there. What, any goals for the World Supercross, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get a lot of training time in before that because, you know, it'll be the end of the season. I want some time off too, but I'm going to do my best to try and get in shape, and not really get in shape, but Supercross shape. And I'm trying to build a track at my house that's somewhat similar to Supercross, so we'll get that done and get some laps down, and you know, I think I'll be ready for World Supercross. I don't know what place I could get because I've never raced those guys, but hopefully something good.
Now, are you saying your team, the Partzilla PRMX team, is not doing the Arena Cross Supercross portion of the Triple Crown series, so you'd be just shooting for the World Supercross, or what?
I didn't even think about that. I'm pretty sure we are.
Oh, good.
But you know, I do want to try and focus on the World Supercross a little bit more because that's, in my eyes, I see that as a little more important, just because it's World Supercross and you get noticed and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely want to finish off the series doing good. You know, I did good at the Calgary Arena Cross last year, so I don't think I'll have a problem with maybe getting a couple podiums here and there, but yeah, it'll be fun. Nice, man.
Okay, well, staying on the Supercross topic, obviously last year you tried to race the whole thing. What's the future hold for you in Supercross? You want to go back next year, or what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, definitely. Supercross is fun, and I don't want to stop racing Supercross, and hopefully I can continue my series with PRMX next year and see where it takes me. And you know, Yoder moved up to HEP, and a lot of dudes are moving up. Like Cade, he's got a pretty good thing going right now, so if I can just get to their level and, you know, put a little more effort in and some more time, and I think it'll come pretty soon, and I'm ready for it.
All right, man. Well, hey, thanks for letting us catch up with you here at the Rempel compound. I know you guys are doing, you and TCD Tim are here doing some suspension stuff today, so yeah. I know you're going to get out there and rip the track up. Maybe I'll walk over there when you're on there and get some shots of you for sure. But yeah, thanks for your time. And who do you want to thank, Julien?
Partzilla, PRMX, SOB, I don't know, everybody on my shirt.
There we go.
But yeah, no, thank you to everybody that supports me.
All right, good luck, buddy. We'll see you next week at Gopher Dunes.
Sounds good.